The Bengals have their first win of the 2024 season. Hi again, everyone, and welcome in to Cincinnati Bengals Talk. I'm James Rapien of BengalsTalk.com. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Join the 47,000 plus that are celebrating today because, yes, the Bengals win their first game of the year. This video, by the way, brought to you by BetUS. And it wasn't perfect, but it doesn't matter. There are plenty of takeaways from this game. First things first, this Bengals offense picked up where it left off last week. And they moved the ball last week. They played well last week. And I look at the possessions, and yeah, they had to punt on their first drive after picking up a first down, or two first downs rather, but then touchdown, 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 touchdown. They score 4 straight touchdowns, and you do that regardless of your defense, which I promise we'll talk about, and that includes touchdowns to end the first half and to start the second half, and you look up and you have a 14-point lead. You can build a 17-point lead. There's room for error for a defense that is clearly flawed still. There's room for error on a miscommunication with Burrow and Jamar Chase when they could have put the game away earlier in the fourth quarter. All of those things matter always, but they don't hurt you as much when you have a lead and when you're playing from ahead. And that's what this Bengals offense did. I mean, you look at their touchdown drives, and their first one was a short one, aided by the Trey Hendrickson / Von Bell forced turnover. But this Bengals offense, a 4-play drive, 81 yards, 8 plays, 46 yards, 8 plays, 71 yards. These weren't these long, methodical drives. They were quick. They were moving the ball. They were efficient. Joe Burrow was dialed in. And his final numbers, they're not going to wow you. 22 of 31, 232, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. Had just over a quarterback rating, just over 100. But he controlled this game. I mean, if he throws that touchdown to Jamar and Jamar cuts the other way and they're on the same page, we're talking about a guy that evaded the pass rush at the end of the third quarter, evaded it there on third down, and finds Jamar Chase for a backbreaking touchdown. Joe Burrow is playing at a very, very high level, and it translated. And the beauty of it for those wondering about the under center stuff, remember that all offseason. This team needs to play more under center. They need to be able to run the ball. Well, they did. And I think that's the big takeaway. Averaging 4.5 yards a carry today, 15 attempts for Chase Brown, 80 yards, 15 attempts for Zack Moss, 51 yards. Both guys had double-digit long runs, Moss with a 13-yarder, Chase Brown with a 20-yarder, and both guys produced at a high level. Zack Moss had 80 yards from scrimmage. Chase Brown had 92 yards from scrimmage. This offense that had Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins on the field at the same time pulled Jamar Chase, pulled T. Higgins on a 3rd and 4 as you're trying to extend the drive, trying to keep the Panthers off the field. They pulled those guys, and Joe Burrow got the Panthers to jump off sides, 3rd and 4. Huge part of that game because the ground game was working, because this Bengals team was doing something that they haven't done in the past. They were using their tight ends again. Eric All with 4 receptions, only 28 yards, but still, those are big yards. This Bengals team showing a little bit of everything from Jamar Chase's explosiveness, T. Higgins, the possession receiver that he was. He had 6 receptions for 60 yards in the first half. Didn't have a catch in the second half, but you can see the vision. You can see this offense and how good they can be, because as good as they were today, there's more meat on the bone. There's plays that you can have back. There's things that they can work on. And so I look at Joe Burrow, not sacked, by the way, and he's just seeing the field well. He's moving well. He got stepped on by Cordell Volson early in this game. And I was like, all right, how is that going to impact his mobility? He's probably going to be sore tomorrow, but that didn't impact him today. I thought that overall, this offense, it's just a big step in the right direction. And I get it. The Carolina Panthers, you probably don't think highly of them. I get it. I understand it. Doesn't matter. I thought this offense played really, really darn well. We're going to get to the defense in just a second, get to a key injury as well. But the other thing that I want to hit on, Jamar Chase, 3 catches, 85 yards, and probably the best touchdown of the week. I mean, this is just a normal pass from Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase. And to me, this is what makes Jamar Chase special, is he can turn a normal play into a crazy play, into an amazing play, into a play that you only see in Madden. when, in full disclosure, Andrew Fox Miller whooped me in Madden on Friday night. Not whooped me, but beat me. And that's what he looked like, is breaking tackles. Jamar Chase looking like a video game, a 63-yard touchdown, had 3 catches for 85 yards, is the fastest player in Bengals history, 49 games, to have over 30 touchdowns, over 4,000 receiving yards, is only the 5th player to do it in NFL history in under 50 games. We're going to get to the defense. We're going to get to some injuries, other thoughts as well on this. The Bengals are victorious. The Bengals are 1-3 on the season, a win. We will get to more coming up next. Today's show is brought to you by BetUS. BetUS has the fastest payouts in the industry. And right now, hopefully you took our advice and you took them this week, because I had them winning 27-17. They end up winning 34-24. And whether it was the Bengals, whether it's any of these other week 4 matchups, you can get in on the action right now with BetUS by going to betus.com, and you're going to get a 150% bonus on your first deposit with code YouTube150. And then on deposits number 2 and number 3, you're going to get a 125% bonus. Boom, just like that. All you have to do is go to betus.com, make that first deposit, and use code YouTube150, and you'll get those bonuses up to $2,000. So take advantage today. Get in on the action. The Bengals, they're starting to get rolling. We'll start talking about next week's matchup, which is going to be really, really big. But this Bengals offense, this Bengals team moving in the right direction. So whether you want props, odds, anything in between, BetUS has you covered, and so do we. Use code YouTube150 to get a 150% bonus on your first deposit. All right, let's get to the defense. In this defense, it was up and down. And let's start with the bad/good. The bad is the Panthers took the ball, went 11 plays, 69 yards, racked up 3 first downs, and got the ball to the Bengals 1. The good news is Chris Jenkins made a huge play, and not just Chris Jenkins, so did Dax Hill. Dax Hill makes a big play on Deontay Johnson to force them on the goal line to continue to go for it, to keep them out of the end zone. And then they go for it on 4th down from the 1 after the defensive line steps up once, and Chris Jenkins steps up, wrecks the play. And this is exactly what you want to see from the young defensive lineman. Those are the type of splash plays, flash plays that you want. Splash, flash, whatever you want to say at the water cooler on Monday. Chris Jenkins stepped up and made a huge play. And then the defense did what we kind of need to see the defense do, because I'm not sure they're going to consistently get stops, but they forced an interception, and that set up the first score of the game. Trey Hendrickson tips a ball as Andy Dalton's throwing it. It is literally a pop fly to Von Bell, who gets the ball and gets it into the red zone on the return and makes it easy for the offense. And then the Panthers say, hold on. You guys aren't that good on defense. And they went downfield and scored twice. So Trey Hendrickson makes a huge play. Chris Jenkins made a huge play. And you need those plays. The Bengals weren't getting those plays much in the first 3 weeks. Those splash plays that change things. And a 4th and goal stop, huge. Big play by Chris Jenkins. A Trey Hendrickson / Von Bell interception, huge play by the Bengals tandem that has made so many big plays. Because then the Panthers go 11 plays, 65 yards and score, 11 plays, 70 yards and score, and that includes a 4th down conversion. And just like that, it's 14-14. But then Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense answered with back-to-back touchdowns to end the half and start the half to really take control of the game. And that's it. I mean, the Bengals defense, as weird as it felt, they gave up 10 points in the second half, as crazy as it felt. And so you'll take that. The downs play where they go for it on 4th down. Shout out to Dejon Anthony. Dejon Anthony with a huge play. It looked like they converted. The Carolina Panthers go for it on, and let's see, the last play from scrimmage was the 35-yard line. So they go for it from their own 35-yard line. Looks like they're going to get it, and they don't get it because Dejon Anthony's able to poke the ball away. That was a huge heads-up play by the rookie safety. But then after that, Carolina responded with a touchdown, a field goal. And then here's the key situation. The Panthers get the ball back. They're down 31-24. They get the ball back. By the way, Ryan Rico, huge day. Ryan Rico was great. Tyson Anderson, great on special teams. They get the ball back at their 8. And the Bengals don't give up any yards. 3 plays, 0 yards, make them punt. And the Panthers don't get the ball back until it's 34-24 with 1:14 left. That's exactly what you want. This defense got off the field there today. As annoying as it was was a step in the right direction for this Bengals defense. Not perfect. Cam Taylor-Britt, I don't know if he's dealing with a nagging injury issue. I don't know what's going on. Clearly doesn't look like himself. But overall, this Bengals defense stepped up and made some plays that if they had just made one or two of those plays against Washington, one or two more of those plays week one, we're talking about a different situation. One more play week two. And that's the difference between winning and losing, between taking control of games and not, between having a margin for error and not. And this Bengals team, they played well enough today to win. Special teams, really darn good. Evan McPherson, by the way, awesome. The 56-yarder, boom. I know a lot of people have been wondering about him. Oh, he missed an extra point. He missed a field goal. He made a 56-yarder and a 46-yarder. The 46-yarder put the game away on Sunday. Huge, huge day for Evan Money Mac McPherson. Huge day for this Cincinnati Bengals team. Wasn't perfect, but it's something they can build off of. It's exactly the type of win that can jumpstart your season, whether it's Chris Jenkins on the goal line, the interception, the Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase. Well, the celebration was a lot of fun too. Today was a fun day for the Cincinnati Bengals, who are now 1-3 on the season. We're going to have a ton for you this week, so please hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, check out BetUS. And for Andrew Fox Miller, who's still basking in his Madden win over me, I'm James Rapien. Thank you so much for watching Cincinnati Bengals Talk.